Well, hello and a very warm welcome once again to further coverage from the 2021 Under-22 European Championships for men and women, coming to you from this beautiful coastal resort in Roseto degli Abruzzi in Italy. My name's Ronald McIntosh. I'll be your commentator once again for action coming to you in this 23rd session of boxing, and the semi-final action continues. We've had the women taking center stage in the previous session here in Ring A earlier today, but now we will get underway with the men's semi-finals. So we have got action across the 49 kilogram light flyweight, 52 kilogram lightweight, 56 kilogram bantamweight, 60 kilogram lightweight, and 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight divisions coming your way here in Ring A. It's a two-ring setup during the preliminary stages here at this outdoor venue on the Adriatic coast in Roseto. And over in Ring B, you can join my colleague Andy Clark for the semi-final action in the other weight categories. It's the final day we're going to have here at what has been a magnificent outdoor amphitheater for boxing. We're shielded from the sun, but we are getting the benefits of a coastal breeze, and we're shielded from the sun by a beautiful marquee that has been erected, a canopy over the rope squares of Ring A and B. But make no mistake, it's been very hot indeed, both in terms of temperature, edging around 30 degrees Celsius each day, and the action in the ring has been searingly hot and incredibly intense. All of the boxers in action here in this 23rd session of boxing have already secured themselves at least European Championship bronze. And of course, not only will they have that piece of hardware forevermore, their name into the record books, they also have earned a prize of $2,000 US for winning themselves a bronze medal. But of course, they'll be looking to go deeper into the tournament in a bid to stand on the highest plinth of the medal rostrum and contest championship gold in 2 days' time. So we're going to get things underway in the 49 kilogram light flyweight division. And this one between boxers from Bulgaria and Russia.
Judge 1, England. Judge 2, Netherlands. Judge 3, Italy.
Just 6 boxers
Romania.
lined up
Judge 5,
in the 49 kilogram light flyweight tournament.
in the red
The
corner,
man in the red corner is a tournament #1 seed.
Sabatin.
He's being introduced now, Giuliano Sabatin
In the
of
blue corner
Bulgaria.
from Russia, Bikishev.
His opponent, wearing blue, is Amintaza Bikishev.
Bout number 236. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Azerbaijan, Rustam.
So we're underway then. 49 kilogram light flyweight action at the semi-final stage. Both of these men will come away with at least championship bronze. It's day 6 of the tournament here in Roseto. But this, the first bout of the tournament for the tournament #1 seed wearing red. And that is Giuliano Sabatin. He comes in as a tournament #1 seed. Took 2019 Continental Gold European Youth Champion at 49 kilograms. 2 years before that, he was a European Junior Championship gold medalist. Incredibly talented boxer. Here he is competing on the under-22 stage. And his opponent in his second bout of the tournament is Amintaza Bikishev of Russia. He prevailed over Christopher Goman of Germany at the quarterfinals, which is effectively the preliminary round in this weight class where only 6 men started the competition. So he's a wonderfully patient boxer, but there's a good right hand over the top from the taller figure in blue, keeping his composure while under fire. It's Sabatin. Just short of the mark with that attempted 1-2. He possesses terrifically quick feet, does Sabatin, but leading off there to good effect and getting a left hand through was Bikishev in blue. Keeps that attack going, but didn't really find the range. Good left jab to the body from the man in blue, countered by a right hand over the top. The head's coming dangerously close together there. It's Sabatin who's spoken to about keeping his head up. But Bikishev practically jumped on his shoulders there. Really committing to that overhand right, it missed, and so the momentum was such it just carried him into his opponent. And Sabatin continually being spoken to about keeping his head up. Good right hand to the body and then a corkscrew left upstairs, giving Bikishev the better of that exchange. Sabatin trying to box his way, fight his way out of the neutral corner. And again, remember, he's had a long wait to get his tournament underway. Would have had to be managing his weight, watching what he eats, ensuring that he tipped the scales correctly. Leaping left hook is off the mark from Bikishev. Counter right hand went around the rear of the head in a man in blue. It's an aggressive forward foray from Bikishev. So 3 minutes in the book. Remember, we've got 5 judges seated around the boxing ring. The 10-point must system is in effect. One boxer must score 10. And Bikishev will seem to find a range on more occasions than the tournament #1 seed in red. But how will the scoring judges see that first 3 minutes? There's confirmation. It's on a 4-1 split in favor of Amin Taza Bikishev. Only judge #2 preferring the work of Sabatin.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Well, both boxers were keen to let their hands go before the horn, and what a start to the second round by the tournament #1 seed Sabatin, having conceded the opening round on a 4-1 split. Came right out and picked a right cross beautifully. And maybe that first 3 minutes is just what he needs to rediscover his timing as he scores with the same shot once again. Wide-legged stance being proffered by the man in blue, Bikishev, who comes forward with a fully committed left-right combination, but was off the mark with it. He steals a glance to his corner to pick up some instruction. Nice movement of the head from Sabatin. Falls short with a jab and then again makes Bikishev fall short. There's a counter left hand from the man in red to neutralize that forward foray from Bikishev. Good left jab to the body from Bikishev, the man in blue representing Russia. Right hand over the top once again, and he's really found his range with that punch. Turns the tables effectively. Look, but he couldn't, after making his man miss, he couldn't make him pay. Bikishev looking for that right hand again. Excuse me, Sabatin looking for that right hand again. Bikishev may have landed with his. And again, he's so committed to that backhand in particular as Bikishev that if it misses, he just falls into the body of his opponent. That check left hand not too far away. It may have landed with the inside of the glove for Sabatin. Right hand on the retreat from Sabatin once again. Beautiful punch picking in at close quarters from Sabatin. Right then left. Content to wait and trying to play counter-puncher against his taller opponent. There he leads off with a jab. Again, Bikishev not really finding the range with that right hand through this portion of the second round. Good left jab landed once again by the tournament #1 seed. There's the same shot once more as he elects to drop his hands down to around his kneecaps. Tries a check right hand, but Bikishev keeps the attack going and fires away with a burst of punches to the body. Very rough customer Taza Bikishev, not averse to getting physical with his man on the inside, but he's using that left jab to pick off the advancing boxer, and look at the reddening around the left eye of Bikishev because he keeps running into that left hand. Oh, now that's almost like a game of Twister we're seeing up there in the boxing ring. Legs tangling together, torsos wrapped around one another. The closing seconds of this second round. There's a good right hand landed by Bikishev, but I think the right hand successes of Sabatin were enough to take that second round for me. But what will the judges say? Remember, the first round was scored for Bikishev on a 4-1 split. But Sabatin responded magnificently in the second round, set his stall out right from the opening horn and landed a right cross, and he used that shot repeatedly on a few occasions as a point scoring blow. Well, it is still Bikishev who has taken it on a 4-1 split. So, same scores from the first round. So Sabatin is trailing by 2 points on 4 of the cards. So into the third and final round then, and after 6 minutes of boxing, only Judge 2 has the man in red leading at this point. The other 4 judges scoring both of the completed rounds in favor of Bikishev. Don't think there's any doubt that he took the first. I thought Sabatin was rather unlucky to only get a 1-judge share of round number 2, but that's irrelevant as Bikishev swinging and missing at close quarters. Good right hand to the body landed by Bikishev. Sabatin content to again wait and try and play the counter-punching role. Right hand over the top, not too far away from Bikishev, who gets back on the front foot once again and jabs his man. Oh my goodness, now that you do not like to see in a boxing ring. Employing a shoulder toss, got his shoulder beneath his man's waist and just reared upright. Did Sabatin, tremendous strength, but of course that has no place in boxing. And nor does that. Well, Sabatin was waiting for the intervention of the referee, none was forthcoming, so having bulldozed his man back into the turnbuckle, Bikishev took the opportunity to work away. And with half of the round gone, this isn't the dominant third and final round that the tournament #1 seed requires. The 2019 European Youth Champion on the cusp of being eliminated here, unless he can find something dramatic and indeed decisive in the final minute or so that remains. Cuffing right hand landed by Bikishev, left hand to the body from Sabatin, followed by a shot in response over the top from Bikishev. Bikishev lands with the right hand once again, turns in a double left to both body and head with the uppercut. Nice left jab landed by Sabatin. So inside, well, just around 30 seconds to go here now, and Bikishev hitting on the break. So both boxers have got to remain concentrated. Wouldn't want to be docked a point in the closing seconds for an infringement as Sabatin turns southpaw, but he's walked onto a right hand. He lands with a left jab on the resumption after the 2 boxers disengaged. But it is going to be, Taza Bikishev who goes through to the gold medal bout here, given the context of the bout coming into the third and final round. He led it 20 points to 18 for all but Judge 2. And given what took place in the third round, it is going to be a Russian representative in the final in the 49-kilogram light flyweight bout. The 6-day wait not doing Giuliano Sabatin any favors whatsoever. It was a slow start for him, I thought he responded well in the second round, but he conceded it on the same 4-1 split. Here's the verdict.
By split decision in the blue corner,
And there is confirmation of a split decision victory for Amintaza Bikishev. That is how he did it, taking all of the completed rounds on a 4-1 split, even though there was a different distribution in the third round compared to the first two. The tournament #1 seed comes away with championship bronze in his first bout of the tournament 6 days in, and it is Amintaza Bikishev who will go through to the final to contest championship gold at 49 kilograms light flyweight in 2 days' time.
Ring A, bout number 227. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Ukraine, Andriy Yafimovich. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Belarus, Cardmilchik.
So we remain in the 49 kilogram light flyweight division. And this a contest between boxers from Ukraine and Belarus. The man who has already taken up residence in the red corner is Andriy Yafimovich. His opponent is the tournament #2 seed, Yevgeny Cardmilchik of Belarus, the tournament #2 seed.
Yafimovich. In the blue corner from Belarus, Yevgeny Cardmilchik.
So it is Cardmilchik who's just getting his equipment checked by the referee. At this event 2 years ago, he came away with a championship bronze in the 2019 Under-22 European Championships at 52 kilograms. Here he is at 49 kilogram light flyweight with another bronze assured. He wants to go at least one better and make it through to the gold medal bout. His opponent is from Ukraine, and that is the man wearing red. We're underway in this second 49 kilogram light flyweight semi-final between boxers from Ukraine and Belarus. The man wearing red is Andriy Yafimovich. His opponent is the tournament #2 seed, Yevgeny Cardmilchik of Belarus. Back-to-back bronze medals at least for the southpaw wearing blue in the Under-22 continental event, and it's a brisk start by him, operating out of that characteristic low-held guard in the southpaw stance. But he possesses terrifically quick feet and rapid hands as well. Can close the distance in a flash. Opening bout of the tournament for the tournament #2 seed as well. Had a long wait to open his account here. Andriy Yafimovich prevailing over the man from Armenia, Serian Yagikan, to book his place here in this final four stage. Double right hand was attempted by Yafimovich, but couldn't find the range. But there's a nice check left hand landed by the man in red, but then he takes a hard right-left combination and another one that wasn't too far away from Cardmilchik, who is incessantly over that front foot and applying pressure. Getting back out to the space of the ring now is Yafimovich. But terrific use of the feet. Look how he backed up to maintain the gap between himself and his opponent, and how he's coming forward just with incremental steps. And while he's doing that, well, Yafimovich is always thinking, and that draining in itself. So constant pressure being applied. Beautiful right hand to the body and left hook over the top from Cardmilchik. It was countered by a right hand over the top from Yafimovich in red. Solid left hand landed by Cardmilchik. And look at the reddening it's produced around the right eye, and a beautiful southpaw right. It was a lead right hook that rocked Yafimovich. From that southpaw stance. Looking for the southpaw left there was Cardmilchik. Terrific round of boxing, high skill in evidence, but for my money, it is Cardmilchik who has taken that opening round. Very composed indeed. Wonderful use of the feet, always applying pressure. And on a couple of occasions where he did go backwards, he did an outstanding job ensuring that his opponent remained beyond punching range. Well, it's gone 3-2 in favor of Yafimovich. And I think Cardmilchik is unlucky there. Make no mistake, as I said, it was a contest of high skill. But 3-2 in favor of the man in red after 3 minutes. So into the second round then. Good left hand to the body landed by Cardmilchik out of that southpaw stance. Dropped his knees, dipped his knees nicely to reduce his height. Looking for the same shot once again. That's parried effectively by the right glove of Yafimovich. Yafimovich with good defenses with his gloves and forearms. He's looking for the right hand against the southpaw. Yafimovich just tagged by a looping right from the right hand of the southpaw in blue. Cardmilchik falling short, but again continually applying pressure, remaining very composed is Yafimovich. Cardmilchik off the mark with his southpaw left. Counter right hand not too far away as both boxers look for their backhands during that trade-off. There's another solid southpaw left landed by Cardmilchik. Comes forward with a right hand, then trying to bob and weave. He's claimed around the neck by Yafimovich, who continues to tap away with his free right hand. And it's Cardmilchik who is spoken to about not keeping his head up. So Yafimovich in red, short with that right hand. He did land with that right hand, but then during the trade-off, the final word coming from the right fist of the southpaw in blue. Lead legs tangling, so we're both loading up on shots. Solid right hand landed by Yafimovich, but that brings about a burst of activity to the body from Cardmilchik wearing blue. Inside the final minute of the second round. Beautiful left right to the body. The left hook to the body was an eye-catching punch, really sunk it in beneath the short ribs. And again, activity to the body once again from Cardmilchik. Remember, he conceded the opening round on a 3-2 split. Yafimovich tying him up on the inside. Now it's back to distance. Both boxers enjoying success with the backhand. The final word came from Yafimovich. Good work to the body once again, and a right hand from the southpaw in blue. Very good round of boxing. Terrific speed and skill and ring craft in evidence from both boxers. I happen to think that Cardmilchik took that second round, but how will the judges see it? Remember, the first was a 3-2 split in favor of the man in red. And this time it's a 4-1 split in favor of Cardmilchik. So it is all square, 19 points apiece after 2 completed rounds. For judges 1, 3, 4, and 5, they scored the second round in favor of the man in blue. So it has all come down to the last 3 minutes.
Round 3.
So into the third and final round then. This 49 kilogram light flyweight semi-final has all come down to the final 3 minutes. Terrific fight back by the tournament number 2 seed, Yevgeny Cardmilchik of Belarus. After conceding the first round on a 3-2 split, he took the second on a 4-1 split. And so it is all square for judges 1, 3, 4, and 5, 19 points apiece. Both boxers clinching furiously, clamping one another on the inside. Good left right out of that southpaw stance from Cardmilchik, feinting with the feet once again, continuing to apply that pressure, tucking up behind a high held guard was Yafimovich, before the boxers found themselves in another clinch once again. That's a good left hand to the body from the man in red. And again, this is where Cardmilchik took the opportunity to really work away to the body in the second round. His hands being tied up here by Yafimovich. It's Cardmilchik who is spoken to. Oh, that's a beautiful southpaw left after a right hand landed to the body. And again, good use of the feet to get himself off the ropes. And a left hand over the top grazes the chin of Yafimovich from Cardmilchik. Through the midpoint of the second round. And with half of the round in the book, I feel that it's Cardmilchik who is doing the better work in this third and final session, as evidenced by that southpaw right and left. And it brings about a standing count just to give Yafimovich some respite. Terrific punch picking from the southpaw wearing blue as he goes in pursuit of his man once again. His defense is being breached by accurate shot selection from Cardmilchik. Southpaw left over the top wasn't too far away. The head's rubbing vigorously on the inside. And these two 49 kilogram light flyweights testing the tension of the ropes as they threaten to fall through them after that coming together. Good work to the body once again. It was countered by a left hook upstairs from Yafimovich, but it's, for my money, maybe Yafimovich is feeling the pace here because he's looking to clinch increasingly. He's adopting that posture as he goes walkabout during the intervention from the referee. Good right hand from Yafimovich as he gets on the front foot. And now it's Cardmilchik who looked to claim his man around the waist. 10-second clapper has sounded. There's another good right hand landed by Yafimovich. Both boxers swinging away. Right hand accuracy from Yafimovich in the closing stages. Terrific final 3 minutes of boxing. Yafimovich ended the round strong. But I think that it's Cardmilchik who has done enough to edge that one. But how will the judges see it? Remember, it was all square. 19 points apiece for judges 1, 3, 4, and 5. After Cardmilchik took the second round for those 4 judges. It could well be split. Which way is it going?
The winner by split decision in the blue corner.
And there is confirmation
Belarus.
of a split decision victory for Yevgeny Cardmilchik, the tournament number 2 seed, prevailing on a split decision verdict, 4-1 in his favor, taking the final round on a 4-1 split by a 10-8 margin for judge number 2. So that is a terrific fight back. when you consider that he conceded the opening round 3-2. I thought that was rather unfortunate from his perspective, given the way that he boxed, but he kept his composure and he found it within his toolkit to select the weapons that would overcome Andrei Yafimovich. The Ukrainian comes away with a bronze medal, and it is Cardmilchik who goes through to contest championship gold in 2 days' time. Four scorecards of 29-28. That's how close that contest was.
Ring A. Bout number 228. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Bulgaria, Radev. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Ukraine, Halenikev. Referee, from Italy.
So we move up to the 52-kilogram flyweight division, and this one between boxers from Bulgaria and Ukraine. The man in the red corner is Yasin Radev,
In the red corner,
tournament
from
#1 seed.
Yasin Radev.
His opponent, Maxim
In the blue corner,
Halenikev,
from
just
Ukraine,
stepping into the boxing ring now.
Halenikev.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous
So both of these
decision,
boxers prevailing in their quarterfinals yesterday by virtue of 4-1 split decisions. Radev defeating the Italian boxer Patrick Capai. Halenikev prevailing over the tournament #1 seed Ibrahim Bugatti of France. So we're underway then. Semi-final action in the 52-kilogram flyweight division between two very talented boxers. The man wearing red is 18-year-old Yasin Radev, the 2019 European Youth Championship gold medalist at 52 kilograms and two-time junior medalist who is sent to the canvas. Well, he's had his gloves wiped there and it's been ruled a slip. Now maybe the feet did tangle between orthodox and southpaw, but for my money it looked like a shot landed to help him on his way to the canvas. As is invariably the case when Radev is in the ring, he's got to overcome a disparity in height and reach. Maxim Halenikev, the southpaw wearing blue, a taller boxer. He comes in as the 2018 Youth Olympic Games silver medalist at 56 kilograms, and in 2018 he took European Youth Gold here in Roseto, the 20-year-old wearing blue. So it's been another successful trip to the medal rostrum here for the Ukrainian boxer wearing blue, but he wants more. Right hand to the body and then head from Radev. Attempted right hand to the body was short of the mark from Radev. Halenikev just increasing and dropping his height by dipping at the knees in front of his man, trying to get his front foot outside the front foot of his opponent. Cuffing left hand landed with the inside of the glove from Halenikev. Beautiful counter right hand over the top from Halenikev during that trade-off. Radev with a hard swinging right hand, but it went long over the head of the man in blue. So attempted right hand to the body again, short of the mark from Yasin Radev. Terrific counter-punching, catching the advancing boxer in red by keeping his cool in the pocket. Halenikev with wonderful reflexes there to beat his man to the punch. Beautiful southpaw left landed by Halenikev once again, who's controlling the distance wonderfully through this portion of the opening round. And Radev comes forward, and look at that for footwork to get himself up from the confined position against the ropes from Halenikev. Very good opening round of boxing. For my money, the quality produced by Halenikev, running his man onto counters. And some accurate punch picking enough to give him the round. But again, how will it be scored by the 5 arbiters seated around the ring? And here's confirmation of a clean sweep in favor of Maxim Halenikev. 10-8 for Judge 2. The rest of the judges scoring it by a 10-9 margin. So going to the second round then. Yasin Radev, the 2020 National Youth Champion of Bulgaria, conceded the opening round across the board, and again it's because of punch picking like that. Halenikev has found his range to terrific effect here in this semi-final, and Radev has got his work cut out, because again he's launching his attacks from too far away, and by employing backward movement and the layback, Halenikev is able to negate them effectively and make his attributes of greater height and reach very much an asset. And so far, Radev hasn't been able to get to grips with his taller opponents. There he lands a cuffing left hook on the inside. Approaching a minute gone in this second round. He's doing a very good job of controlling the ring space is Halenikev. There's a good right hand over the top from Radev, his best shot of the entire contest. Then he scores with a right hand to the body. Looks for the same shot but didn't fully commit. Left hand was blocked by the right glove of Radev. Halenikev unable to find a mark with that southpaw backhand. So midway through the second round, and again looking for that right hand against the southpaw is the tournament #1 seed Yasin Radev. He's presenting a different look in front of his opponent now, hands down by his kneecaps, bobbing, weaving. Halenikev spoken to about turning his back on his opponent. Well, Radev taking the opportunity to work away. Flashing left hand landed by Radev as the two boxers look to disengage and get back to long-range boxing. Look for his right hand over the top. It was a looping shot, but I don't think it scored, despite the celebrations from the red corner. Good right hand to the body landed by Radev, who kept his attack going. So closing seconds of this second round, Radev has had more success compared to the first round, but has it been enough to overturn the very good start to the second round enjoyed by Halenikev? Halenikev not as accurate during the course of round #2, and Radev responding as you'd expect a man with his credentials to do. The 2019 European Youth Champion finding the range with that backhand out of the orthodox stance against the southpaw. Making it a very good response indeed. Halenikev started the round in effective fashion. And that is why we've got a split, a 3-2 split in favor of Maxim Halenikev. So he leads 20 points to 18 for judges 1, 3, and 4. And because the first round was scored 10-8 by the Austrian judge, Radev still trailing by a point. So he's in a really perilous position here as we go into the third and final round. An effective fight back by Yasin Radev, the tournament #1 seed. But he's trailing on the cards. Can he keep the momentum going? That short saw him take a share of the round for 2 judges. Right hand sneaked in on the inside by Radev after Halenikev looked to go downstairs to the body. Radev looking for that straight right cross to the sternum once again, and there he did score with it twice in quick succession. Looping right hand may have landed with the thumb part of the glove, but it landed nonetheless. Oh, beautiful up jab from Radev. Very good portion of the round for him, producing first and third boxing during that previous coming together. And it was eye-catching work as well, and he pounds his gloves together and says, come on, let's do this, bring it to me. But Halenikev looking to employ the tactics that have served him so well. He swings with a big southpaw left. Halenikev looking to keep his cool as Radev looks to increase the pressure. While he got his man in a compromising position there, but he couldn't find the range, Radev. After he made him miss, he couldn't make him pay. Cuffing left hand before a right hand lands to the body from Radev. Lands a right hand with the forearm once again down to the abdomen of the man in blue. So just over a minute to go in this third and final round. A sustained period of quality could well be decisive here. Halenikev looking to maintain the distance between himself and his opponent. Made his man miss. Right hand wasn't too far away from Radev. Halenikev continuing to look to play counter puncher. Swinging and missing with the right hand to the body once again is Radev. That's a good left hand to the body from Halenikev. Game of cat and mouse here in this third and final round. And again, still, for my money, a sustained moment of quality could be enough to edge it in favor of one boxer or the other. Remember, it was a 4-1 split. Excuse me, it was a dominant first round for Halenikev before Radev fought back to take a share for 2 judges. And the third round was very competitive indeed, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Radev to overturn and edge this one out. I think it could well be a split decision either way. And because of his slow start, that could well cost Yasin Radev. But it's that type of contest, very close indeed. Let's get the official announcement to see who is going through to the gold medal bout in the 52 kilogram flyweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by split decision in the blue corner,
and there it is,
representing Ukraine,
a split decision verdict
Halenikev.
in favor of Maxim Halenikev. Yasin Radev, the tournament #1 seed and 2019 European Youth Gold Medalist, eliminated at the semi-final stage. He comes away with championship bronze here in the under-22 continental event. His slow start perhaps costing him, but that is of no concern to Maxim Halenikev, and it is the man from Ukraine who goes through to the gold medal bout in the 52 kilogram flyweight division. And again, we should point out that the slow start was because Halenikev used ringcraft so effectively, walking his man onto punches and maintaining the gap between himself and his shorter opponent. Very good contest indeed, and it's Halenikev who goes through.
Ring A, bout number 229. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Russia, Zakirov. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Romania, Giuliano. Referee, Dragomir, Croatia. Judges, Judge 1.
So we remain in the 52 kilogram flyweight division. And what a contest we have in prospect here. It's between men from Russia and Romania. Zakirov is the Russian boxer. Giuliano is the Romanian representative. And these are two very compact, skillful pressure fighters. So what is going to develop over the course of this scheduled three-minute round bout?
In the blue corner, representing Russia, Ivan.
Round 1.
So we're underway then, and this could be a cracking contest between two muscular, compact 52 kilogram flyweight boxers, both of whom are incredibly skilled, particularly at short and mid-range. The orthodox boxer wearing red, who's crouching so low, his glutes are almost touching the canvas as he scores with a good two-shot burst to the body, then a left hand to the body as well, is Zakirov, competing in his fourth bout here in Roseto. His opponent is the tournament number 2 seed, Giuliano. Received a bye in the first preliminary round, so this his third contest, both men prevailing on unanimous points decision verdicts in their quarterfinal stage to book their place here in the final 4. So Giuliano turning himself off the ropes and getting back to the space of center ring very cleverly, but Zakirov looking to pin him back on the strands once again. And this a contest that you simply will not be able to take your eyes off, because neither of these men look to hide, look to get beyond punching range, and look at that, they're so keen to get back into the fray. The referee had barely issued instructions for the resumption before they were back on the chest of one another. Banging away with that right hand and then bringing an uppercut into play with the same fist before turning in a left hook is Zakirov. Giuliano walks him back across the ring, looking to score with that right uppercut once again is Zakirov. Tucks up behind a high held guard and steps back into the pocket. Look at the variety on the work from Giuliano. What a southpaw left, and then turns a bolo punch underneath, right hand underneath. Terrific trade-off, but for my money, it's Giuliano who got the better of it. Sidesteps out of the corner with a nice pivot move. Terrific action in the space of center ring between these two pressure fighters. Absolutely terrific action here with just under a minute to go in the opening round. This one really heating up, and it started at a brisk clip from the opening horn to begin the contest. Again, the referee having to really work to put daylight between these two boxers. They're back in the pocket to have more toe-to-toe trade-offs, but look at the skill in evidence from both men. But again, it's Giuliano with the greater ring craft, able to bob and weave beneath the punches of his opponents and get the better of that exchange. 10-second clapper sounds as Giuliano again makes his man miss. He then ties up Zakirov, walks him back to the middle of the ring. Zakirov scores with a left hook around the corner. His final right hand, a little bit loose and wild, but my goodness, it was a fully committed shot. Terrific action over the course of that 3-minute stanza. For what it's worth, I happen to think Giuliano got the better of it. But make no mistake, Zakirov in it every step of the way. Terrific action between these two adept exponents of short and mid-range boxing. But it's Zakirov who has taken it for 3 of the 5 scoring judges. Judge 1 and 5 preferring the work of the man in blue. Judges 2, 3 and 4 preferring the work of Zakirov. So into the second round then, and both boxers meet one another head on in the space of the boxing ring. Giuliano, having conceded the first round on a 3-2 split, looking to establish that lead right hand. Zakirov looking to muscle his way back into the pocket, and he scores with a good right hand between the gloves of Giuliano. Right hand over the top again from Zakirov. Giuliano, who of course already booked his place at the Tokyo Olympic Games with a fifth placed finish in the European qualification event. Came away with a silver medal in the under-22 European Championships 2 years ago at 49 kilograms. Zakirov, the 2020 National Championship silver medalist, losing in the final to Vasily Egorov, the multiple-time national champion of Russia. Giuliano's got a problem with the boot, the laces on his left boot. As Zakirov lands with a right hand, but then look at that right-left out of the southpaw stance from Giuliano. Corkscrew right hand gets through from Zakirov. And Zakirov looking to force the action once again, work his way inside. It's another tangle, and this time Giuliano takes a trip to the canvas. Now he's calling for time to get that boot adjusted. He brings it to the attention of the referee, and the referee accommodating him by calling time and letting the repairs take place. So just beyond the midpoint of the second round, the action resumes. Zakirov going in search of a right hand and a right hand left hook. Giuliano looking to employ his right jab, and look at the southpaw left that followed it. Terrific accuracy with a straight left from Giuliano in a contest where punches with bent arms have been so prominent. Zakirov comes forward and scores with the right hand to the body once again. Giuliano has his right jab blocked by the gloves of the man in red. Terrific defensive maneuvers in the pocket demonstrated by both men. Good two-shot burst to the body from Giuliano. Zakirov responded in kind with a left hand downstairs. So under a minute to go in this second round. Boxers looking to establish their jabs. There's a right hand from Zakirov, but it was countered by a right left from Giuliano. Good left hand with the bolo shot from Giuliano. And this perhaps as much respite as we have had during the course of this contest. Both men breathing through open mouths. They've put an awful lot into this, their bid to make it through to the championship bout. Giuliano turning the tables on his man once again. Scores with a southpaw right. That just causes Zakirov to lose his balance. Both men paying close attention to the defensive side of the game here. Zakirov with a left hand over the top, bobbing and weaving effectively before spinning away from the ropes is Giuliano. Another very good competitive round, incredibly close. Now, I thought that the man in blue did enough to take the opening round. He conceded it on a 3-2 split. How will the judges score the second round, which was competitive every second of the way once again? And it's a 3-2 split once more. Excuse me, it's a 4-1 split this time in favor of Zakirov. So it is all square. 19 points apiece for judges 1, 3, for judges 1, 4, and 5. 19 points apiece for judges 9, for judges 1, 4, and 5. And it's a 20 points to 18 lead for judges 2 and 3 in favor of Zakirov. So it's perhaps fitting that this contest of incredibly high skill and high intensity has come down to the final 3 minutes. Very little between these two boxers. And it's almost as though they're fighting a mirror image of themselves. The southpaw wearing blue, Cosmin Petre Giuliano, a 21-year-old from Romania, looking to make it through to his second consecutive final at the Under-22 Championships. But in Artem Zakirov, he's facing a man who's proven to be his equal in just about every department. So who will be able to find a moment of quality without reply, because just about everything has been answered over the course of this contest so far by the opponent. Zakirov with a glance to his red corner, just picking up some instruction from what the coaches are seeing from their perspective ringside. Giuliano walks his man back to the ropes, digs deep to find a burst of energy to produce a terrific salvo, now getting the southpaw left into play. I was just about to say, before that burst of activity, I think he's feeling the pace, or he appeared to be feeling the pace slightly more, but like the champion that he is, he managed to dig deep and summon something up. Zakirov made to miss. Giuliano looking for that right jab. Zakirov off the mark with his left hand. So that burst of activity, just as I was about to suggest that Giuliano is perhaps feeling the pace and therefore slightly more fatigued than his opponent, he produced a burst which could well have him in the ascendancy in this third and final round, because Zakirov is being prevented from working away. His work's been nullified for large portions of this third round. There he goes for a left-right combination. Giuliano looking to establish the jab. Zakirov goes downstairs with a right hand to the body. Then he turns his palms up to dig a right hand into the abdomen of his opponent. So the final 30 seconds. Giuliano letting his hands go, but none of them really scored. Nudging away to the body of both boxers. Left hand landed by Zakirov. Giuliano looking for a left hand underneath. Now we've had a mouthpiece that's been dislodged. And again, it's the mouthpiece of Giuliano. Zakirov puts his hands on his haunches, continues to ignore the referee and look to the red corner to receive some instruction. So, with both boxers having had a little bit of a breather, this is likely to be a frenetic conclusion to the third and final round. Good right hand landed by Giuliano, who spun off the line effectively. Zakirov going in pursuit of him. Terrific ring craft in the pocket from Giuliano in the closing stages as the two men broken up just before the horn to conclude the action. What a contest. Now I happen to think that Cosmin Petre Giuliano did enough to take that third and final round, but there was so little between them. But in the event that he did take it, for the relevant judges, 1, 4, and 5 have it 19 points apiece. Judges 2 and 3 have it 20 points to 18 in favor of Zakirov. This could well be split. Which way is it going?
By unanimous decision
It's going to be the red corner.
in the red
And there it is.
corner,
Once you heard the word unanimous, because of the 20 points to 18 lead that Zakirov had for judges 2 and 3, then you automatically knew it was going to be a unanimous point decision victory for Artem Zakirov. Now I think Giuliano is incredibly lucky to have conceded that third and final round on a 3-2 split, but 29-28 scorecards all the way across the board, but all 5 of them crucially in favor of Artem Zakirov, the tournament number 2 seed, eliminated. And it is Artem Zakirov who goes through to the gold medal bout at the conclusion of a wonderful contest. It's a bronze medal for Cosmin Petrus Giuliano. The 2020 Olympian we'll see in Tokyo later this summer comes away with championship bronze to add to the silver that he picked up in this event in 2019. But Artem Zakirov goes through to the gold medal bout.
ring A, bout number 231. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Russia, Alexei Kiselev. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Armenia, Bazian. Referee, Maria Rizzardo. From Italy, Judge 1, England. Judge 2, Netherlands. Judge 3, Germany. Judge 4, Finland. Judge 5, Sweden. In the red corner.
So we've moved up to the 56 kilogram bantamweight division, but just a spot of housekeeping because this is bout number 231, the 6th bout of this 23rd session of boxing. But we've got to just let you know that the 5th bout of this session, bout number 230, has been won on a walkover by Ireland's Adam Hessian. So the 21-year-old from Galway, who produced a terrific performance in his semi-final, goes through to the gold medal bout. Paweł Brak, the tournament number 1 seed from Poland, not able to take his place in the boxing ring to contest this semi-final contest. And so Adam Hessian of Ireland goes through to the gold medal bout at 56 kilogram bantamweight on a walkover. So now, in this second semi-final, in the 56 kilogram bantamweight division, we'll find out who Hessian of Ireland will be facing. It's between boxers from Russia and Armenia. The Russian boxer is the fleet-footed Alexei Kiselev. And his opponent is the tournament number 2 seed, Artur Bazian of Armenia. Well, we've got a terrific contest in prospect here between men from Russia and Armenia. The boxer wearing red is Alexei Kiselev. He's got through with a good left-right combination. His opponent, wearing blue, is Artur Bazian, 20 years of age, the Armenian man wearing blue, the tournament number 2 seed. Competed here in Roseto in the 2018 European Youth Championships, where he was a quarter-finalist at 52 kilograms. Participated in the 2018 World Youth Championships as well. Just takes a good right hand to the body there from Kiselev. Both men competing in their 3rd bout of the tournament here at the semi-final stage, and both men prevailing on split decisions in their quarterfinals. Kiselev outpointing Maksud Kazmetov of Azerbaijan on a 3-2 split, while Bazian prevailed 3-0 over Alen Rajmic of Bosnia-Herzegovina. So both men sporting badges of battle around their eyes as they enter their third contest. It's been incredibly intense, this tournament, but both boxers operating in their preferred styles. There's a good corkscrew left jab landed by Bazian. Oh, that's a solid right hand landed by Kiselev. But Bazian, as is his wont, lets his punches go in bunches. It doesn't really sit down on them and put much on them, but there is plenty of leather thrown from his directions. He shoots out a left-right combination once again. Kiselev looking for his sharp shooting successes with his rapid punch picking. So it is Bazian invariably over that front foot, looking to box on the back foot and then hold his feet on occasion. Here's Kiselev. So roughhousing on the inside. Arm bar applied by Kiselev, shoving it beneath the jaw of his opponent. Good double right hand landed by Kiselev. Body then head, and then a beautifully picked right cross on the back foot. Said in the opening that he's a fleet-footed individual, and he seldom holds those feet, always up on his toes and working in the space of the boxing ring. Very good round of action indeed in the opening frame of this 56-kilogram bantamweight semi-final. And it is a 3-2 split in favor of Bazian. Incredibly competitive opening round between these two skillful boxers.
Round 2.
So into the second round we go. The shares split that first round, 3-2 in favor of Bazian, and look at how he's able to snake his gloves between the high held hands of the man in red. Terrific straight punching from Bazian to begin this second round. Arcing right hand around the corners, another solid shot from Bazian, who's nudging away to the body. Kiselev swinging and missing, plenty of activity but not much accuracy through this first 50 seconds from the man in red. Again, it's a beautiful left-right combination from Bazian, and he put that combination in twice in quick succession. There it is once more. Kiselev trying to punch back to make it a trade-off, but getting the better of it. Here's Bazian, despite that reddening around his left eye, keeping his composure magnificently. So the doctor calling for the referee, the referee calling for the doctor to inspect that damaged eye, and the referee placed her fist into her open palm, suggesting that this injury, or indicating that this injury, has been caused by a punch. So the action resumes. Oh, terrific shots landed by Kiselev on the resumption, but then Bazian gets his own success as well. There's another right hand success from Kiselev. So Bazian spoken to about hitting and holding that right hand again, penetrating the defenses of the man in red. Jolting left hand landed from Bazian. Terrific punch picking from Bazian. Kiselev looking to work away to the body, bringing the uppercut into play, but didn't really find a range. And nudging left hand did get through, and he did it again. There did Bazian, turning that left uppercut underneath subtly, but he's so accurate with it. Lets his shots go in clusters and just manages to snake them through the defenses that Kiselev is attempting to erect. Left uppercut in evidence once again. Nice left jab from Bazian. Closing stages of this second round. Left hand success once again for Bazian. Both boxers keeping their wits about them in the pocket. But again, for my money, it's Bazian who's getting the better of these exchanges. Remember, the first round was a 3-2 split in favor of Bazian. Make no mistake, Kiselev had his successes as well, but I favored the work of the man in blue over the course of that 3-minute session. But again, that's my impression from my vantage point ringside, and of course where you are sat makes such a difference as to how you see the contest, what shots you see land. And you see it is 3-2 in favor of Kiselev. So it is all square for judges 3, 4, and 5, and 2018 each way for judges 1 and 2. This contest has come down to the final 3 minutes. Incredibly competitive.
Round 3.
So this 56 kilogram bantamweight semi-final has all come down to this. We've had 3-2 splits each way across the first 2 rounds, and that has resulted in the scorecards being all square for judges 3, 4, and 5. After 6 minutes of boxing, the other 2 scorecards have it 20-18 each way. So it really could not be any closer. I suppose you could have ties across the board, but both boxers are quitting themselves very well indeed in what is an incredibly intense contest. Nice movement in the pocket from Kiselev. He's been spoken to repeatedly about various infringements of the rules, has Kiselev. I'd be ashamed to see either boxer dock a point to determine the outcome of this contest. So approaching the midpoint of the third and final round. And again, it's another stern talking to from the referee in the direction of Kiselev. He scores with a good right hand to the body. Bazian responds with a burst of punches downstairs of his own. Bazian applying the headlock as he gets pushed back to the ropes. Spoken to immediately by the referee about that breach of the rules. Kiselev going in search of the right hand. Oh, that cut just above the right eye, which was opened by a punch, just leaking a little bit. Corner have done a good job in ensuring that the blood doesn't flow freely. But it's incredibly hard fought, this one. Remember, both of these men have guaranteed themselves championship bronzes and the attendant prize money that comes with it. But they want to go deeper into the tournament. They want to contest championship gold as Bazian lands with a good right hand during that trade-off. Kiselev having his head nudged from underneath once again. He comes with an over-the-top right hand. So final 30 seconds of this incredibly intense affair. Both men feeling the pace, but they both willingly step back into the breach in a bid to find a burst of quality to resonate in the mind of the judges. Increasing amounts of holding now, which is unsurprising given the intensity and physicality of this contest. Impossible to separate these two men after 2 rounds of boxing, and the 3rd round was more of the same. A very hard-fought affair. Remember, it was 19 points apiece for judges 3, 4, and 5. The other 2 judges had it 20 points to 18 each way, with 2 rounds in the book. So whichever way it goes, it is likely to be a split decision, but who will have their hand raised as the victor? It's been incredibly hard fought, this one. Nervous moments now for the boxers as we await the announcement, which will confirm who is going through to the championship bout. It's likely to be split. Which way is it going? Here comes the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by split decision in the blue corner.
And there is confirmation of a split decision victory for Artur Bazian. He takes it on a 3-2 split, 28-29 across the board, taking the final round on a 3-2 split. Incredibly hard-fought contest. And it is Bazian, the tournament number 2 seed, who will face off against Ireland's Adam Hessian, who progressed to the final on a walkover. That final will be in 2 days' time, and it's a bronze medal for Alexei Kiselev of Russia. Terrific contest in the 56-kilogram bantamweight division at the semi-final stage.
Ring A, bout number 232. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Georgia, Gomsian. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Netherlands, Accra. Referee, Aurelian Valeriu Pokovnicu from Romania. Judges, Judge 1, Kosovo. Judge 2, Ukraine. Judge 3, Spain. Judge 4, Austria. Judge 5, Italy. In the red corner, from Georgia, Artur Gomsian. In the blue corner, Netherlands, Accra.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by...
So we move up to the 60-kilogram lightweight division. This contest between boxers from Georgia and the Netherlands. Artur Gomsian is the man in red. His opponent is the Netherlands boxer wearing blue. So we're underway then. 60-kilogram lightweight action, and my goodness, the man wearing blue, Mustafa Accra, has planted his feet in the canvas of the boxing ring and is going in search of the body of his more compact opponent. He's the man from the Netherlands. His opponent wearing red, Artur Gomsian. is the tournament #1 seed, the man from Georgia. Participated in the European Olympic qualification event recently at 57 kilograms. And in this event 2 years ago, he came away with a bronze medal at 56 kilograms. Here he's competing one weight class north at 60 kilogram lightweight. But he is in with a formidable body puncher. Accra competing in his 4th bout of the tournament. And in his quarterfinal yesterday, this is how he went about his work. That left hand to the body. His Sunday punch, but then look at that work downstairs by the tournament #1 seed. Good left hand to the body once again. And again, left hand to the body, right hand to the head. It's almost as though it's on a repeat cycle from Accra. Same shot, that left hand to the body, always finding a home for it. Left uppercut through the middle, and then a jolting left hand. Drives Gomsian backwards. Terrific power in the punches of the man in blue. Spreading his legs wide, he takes a good right hand to the body twice. Good work downstairs, and then changing it up to the head, and it staggers the man. But look at the response from Accra. Having had his boxing stance disrupted, practically sprinted after his man to get back into his own punching range and going in search of his own offense. Absolutely incredible stuff between these two adept infighters. Terrific work. The best portion of the round as a beautiful right uppercut gets through the middle from Gomsian. But the best portion of the round for the man in red saw the man in blue get his stance disrupted, bite down on his gum shield and say, "Is that all you've got?" Sprint right back into the pocket as they continue to tattoo the torsos of one another. Non-stop punching at short and mid-range, and the left hand to the body is unerringly accurate from Accra. Bombing away with his own right hand is Gomsian. Toe-to-toe stuff for the entirety of this first round. Practically everything has been thrown with a bent arm. Good right hand to the body, left hook upstairs in response from Accra. Terrific work from Accra once again. Good work to both body and head from Gomsian. What a round. Absolutely pulsating stuff. Non-stop action from these two skillful infighters over the course of that opening 3 minutes. Some real eye-catching quality produced by Gomsian, but Accra's quicker start and his incessant pressure, particularly that left hand to the body, may be enough to tilt it in his favor. And near his confirmation, 10-9 across the board in favor of Mustafa Accra. But make no mistake, Accra more than anybody will know that he too is in a contest, because Gomsian went with him practically every step of the way.
Round 2.
Well, he ran across the ring, did Accra, but he walked into a right uppercut that was beautifully picked by Gomsian, and then he uses the right uppercut before skipping off laterally to his right once again. And now Gomsian looks as though he's made a tactical adjustment to use the uppercut in the backhand more frequently. On his toes now, not holding his feet and exchanging with the man, but moving laterally left and right. He's being pinned to the corner once again, and look at the body shot being sunk in, and it causes Gomsian to adjust his trunks once more, just as he did in the first round. And if Gomsian is going to employ movement, well, if he continues to absorb body shots like that, that may well slow him down as he takes another right hand to the body. Accra with quick feet across the ring and muscling in punches to body and head once again, really thudding them home. Good work to the body in response, and then the head from Gomsian, who has made a bright start to this second round, but once again he's been dragged into the center of Accra's squall. Terrific exchange, and despite starting the round on his toes, moving laterally, increasingly Gomsian being forced to hold his feet and exchange with Accra in what is invariably his preferred territory, toe-to-toe, flat-footed and letting his hands go, tucking up tightly to try and catch shots on his gloves and forearms as he gets through with a left hook, left uppercut, right hook, and now Gomsian with a good portion of the round. But Accra back onto the front foot and digs in a right hand to the body. And it is just non-stop pressure of the educated variety being applied by Accra. Gomsian simply cannot maintain the movement because he's taking too many shots downstairs. He tries 2 right uppercuts that are blocked by the gloves of the man in blue. Good burst of activity with hooks and uppercuts from Gomsian, who scores to body and head, getting the better of that exchange. Accra finding some of his shots blocked during that attempted combination. Inching forwards, creeping forwards once again, and lands a good right cross upstairs, does Accra. But Gomsian fighting off the ropes effectively. Big intake of air as Accra continues to work the torso of his man once again, and that left hand doubled his man over to the right, causing him to hinge at the waist. But what a right hand off the ropes from Gomsian. My goodness, I thought he was hurt for a moment. He just bit down on his gum shield, ignored the pain, showing terrific tolerance to pain, and then fired back with a right hand over the top. But he took a good left hand to the body a few moments ago. Gomsian with a right hand success once again. Terrific exchange of the 10-second clapper sounds. Good right uppercut landed from Gomsian. Action-packed second round of boxing once again. Absolutely sensational stuff. And while it's a rather slow saunter back to the red corner by Gomsian, Accra made a point of sprinting back to take up his position on the stool over in the blue corner. Well, that's going to be a very interesting round to score, because I thought Gomsian started magnificently up on his toes, moving laterally left and right, but then he was dragged into a cross type of contest once again before responding, and he's taken only 2 of the cards for the judges, and I thought Gomsian a little bit unfortunate there, because I thought he started magnificently and made an adjustment to match Accra in the flat-footed stakes, but he's only taken it for judges 2 and 5. So for judges 1, 3 and 4, it is an 18-20 advantage for the man in blue. So quite simply, Gomsian has got to get his man out of there. Accra, after being outboxed in the early portion of the round, round number 2 for my money, starts quickly, runs across the ring and scores with a straight right hand. He's back onto the front foot. Gomsian moving laterally, peering between his gloves once again, looking for those counter punches. Solid right hand fired in from the man in blue. Gomsian goes in search of a right hand to the body. Gomsian comes with a right hand around the corner, tries a jab, but Accra made him miss. Good right hand to both body then head from Gomsian. Accra comes forward with a long straight right cross which came behind a left jab. Terrific left hand thudded in to the body by Accra. Gomsian spins himself out of the corner, but he's not going to produce the dominant round that he needs on the back foot like this is Gomsian, as he absorbs a solid left jab to the head and then the body. He's given in an awful lot as he lands with a left hook to the head and body shots, but then look at the trade-off at center ring. Terrific tear-up right on top of the logo. Educated pressure being applied by both men, but Accra simply refuses to take a backward step, holding his feet, trying to lure the man in now and walk him onto a right hand. He let it go but couldn't find the range. Gomsian inching forwards. Accra meets him head on, biting down, bearing that gum shield and firing arcing punches at mid-range. Absolutely unrelenting action. It's a terrific burst of activity from Gomsian, who turns his man, put him on the ropes and then fired with 4 straight punches. Head snapped back from Accra once again, but he refuses to yield as he bites down, planting his feet into the canvas and still lets heavy shots go to both body and head. What a contest here. Accra takes his opportunity to inch forwards. Gomsian ties his man up. His back touches the ropes, forcing the intervention of the referee. Final minute of what has been a pulsating third and final round so far. Both boxers checking the chin of their opponent. Terrific work once again by both men. Bent arm punches with wonderful variety and incredible accuracy being produced by both. But Accra answering everything that Gomsian fires in his direction. He gets through with a good left uppercut. Gomsian scores with a good right hand. He forced Accra to totter backwards, but he steps right back into the firing line and goes in search of his Sunday punch, that left hook to the body. Gomsian letting combination punches go, but takes a single left hook in return. Accra breathing through a mouth that is wide open, willing himself forward, scores with the right hand. Gomsian comes back with a burst of punches to the body and then a right hand over the top. Absolutely incredible contest. The final word goes to Gomsian, who scored with a single left hand, but given the context of the bout, going into the third and final round, it is going to be Mustafa Accra who will progress through to the gold medal bout, because he had a 20 points to 18 lead for judges 1, 3, and 4 going into the final round. Here's the verdict. And there is confirmation. Mustafa Accra conceded the final round on a 3-2 split, but it is he who goes through on a 3-2 split, taking it for judges 1, 3, and 4. A terrific fight back by Artius Gomsian, but the tournament #1 seed eliminated by the incessant, unrelenting pressure applied by Mustafa Accra, and he goes through to contest championship gold, having eliminated the tournament #4 seed, the #5 seed, and now the #1 seed to book his place in the championship final. A terrific series of displays, and we'll see him again in the final in 2 days' time.
Ring A, bout number 233. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Italy, Francesco Josiah. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Russia, Shumkov. Referee, from Netherlands.
So we remain in the 60 kilogram lightweight division, and this is between boxers from Italy and Russia. The man in the red corner is the Italian boxer Francesco Josiah. His opponent over in the blue corner is the tournament #2 seed, Volodymyr Shumkov of Russia.
In the blue corner from Russia, Shumkov.
So we're underway then. Semi-final action in the 60 kilogram lightweight division between boxers from Italy and Russia, and a man who has come out very aggressively is Volodymyr Shumkov, the tournament #2 seed, who has gone in pursuit of his man right from the opening bell. The Italian boxer wearing red is Francesco Josiah. He picked up a cut over the right eye in the third round of his quarterfinal yesterday. In stark contrast, it was a brilliant display by Volodymyr Shumkov to book his place here in this semi-final bout. Shumkov, 2018 World Youth Championship silver medalist at 56 kilograms. Here he is at 60 kilograms, one win away from a place in the final. But so too, of course, is Francesco Josiah. But they progress through to this semi-final stage in markedly different fashions. Completely different styles of boxers. Josiah likes to operate with a wide-legged stance and pick his punches just as he did there with that effective lead left. But he's a very busy boxer who can box forwards and backwards and side to side as well. Is Shumkov. Shumkov. Can perhaps just see the dressing around that right eye of Josiah. Brilliant counter-punching from Shumkov. Lead left hand once again from around his kneecap is a scoring shot, then maintains the attack and did have success with a couple of shots in that cluster, goading his man to come forward once again so he can employ his counter-punches. Josiah looking to wait and play counter-puncher himself, but there was a good right hand to the body from Shumkov. So, final 30 seconds of this opening round. Josiah looking to get over the front foot, but he's picked off by a left-right combination. Shumkov comes forward once again. You see the reddening around the left eye of the man in red as he takes a hard right hand beneath his elbow. Looking for a counter right hand was Josiah. Drives his man backwards across the ropes. Shumkov spoken to about turning his back on his opponent. So the first round in the book, and I think it's Shumkov who has done enough to take that opening round. And here's confirmation. Shumkov taking the first round unanimously, 10-9 across the board.
Seconds out. Round two.
To the second round then. It's been a long, hard road to this semi-final for Francesco Josiah. It's his fourth bout of the tournament, and he came through on a 4-1 split decision victory in his quarterfinal yesterday. 28-29 across the board against Artur Tuniu of Belarus. It was an amazing display against Nemanja Gavrilovic from Serbia, and a point has been taken off. Well, that makes things really interesting now. Careless use of the head from Shumkov. That means he can score no more than 9. Because in the event that he wins this round, and so using the 10-point must system, of course, one boxer must score 10. And you take the warning into account, it will be 10 minus 1, but in the event that he loses it, well, it will be 1 off that score as well. So Francesco with the opportunity to get himself in the lead. If he can take this second round on the card, that would render it a 10-8 round and give him a lead going into the final round. But he's got to win it first as Josiah. Shumkov has got to remain concentrated and not fall foul of the referee on any further occasions. Good right hand to the body landed by Shumkov. Flashing right hand landed by Josiah, but it was with the inside of the glove, rendering it a slap. Good right hand landed by Shumkov once again, then a left hand as Shumkov closed the gap. roughhouse tactics with the arm bar applied. And the referee speaking to Josiah about that in no uncertain terms. Good right hand to the body, fired in as the heads come dangerously close together once again. Left hand landed on the retreat from Josiah. And now it's Shumkov's turn to apply the armbar. Oh, and that was a flagrant use of the head from my vantage point from the man in blue. So he's got to keep his composure here. No love lost between these two opponents. Josiah turned southpaw momentarily a few moments ago. As the heads come together on the inside once more. So final 30 seconds of what has been an incident-filled second round. Counter right hand not too far away from Josiah as he spun off the ropes effectively, almost catapulted himself off the strands. Beautifully picked right uppercut from Josiah, and now a trade-off at center ring. Neither man as accurate as they intended to be, but look at that for a jolting left hand from Josiah. Terrific round of boxing, very intense indeed. So Josiah getting himself right back into this contest, because irrespective of how this one is scored, Shumkov can score no more than 9. Now, for what it's worth, Josiah's intensity at the end may well have been enough to tilt the round in his favor anyway. And if that is indeed what has transpired, well, that will render it effectively a 10-8 round. But what say the scoring judges after that second round of boxing? And it is Josiah who has taken it for all 5 scoring judges. So you take that into account and it makes it a 10-8 round, which means that with 1 round to go, it is Francesco Josiah who is leading by 1 point, 19 points to 18, having swept the second round unanimously, 10-9. So into the third and final round then, and Francesco Josiah forcing his opponent into reckless use of the head. Saw him dock a point in the second round, the tournament number 2 seed, Vsevolod Shumkov. And now, Shumkov getting into a dialogue with the referee. He's got to keep his mind on the job as he goes in pursuit of his man once more. Josiah wrapping his man up. Wow, that's naughty from Josiah. Big swing and a miss with the right hand as Josiah looks to play counter-puncher once again and is more mauling at short range. Shumkov pushes him off, skipping off the ropes and looking to score with that counter right hand is Josiah once again, and it's another scrum at center ring. Very physical contest, this one, and Josiah's got to watch how he conducts himself here now. Both boxers being spoken to about how they conduct themselves in the ring. Shumkov with that right hand cocked. Both men locking their eyes on their opponent, spinning off the ropes and firing a right hand, not sure whether it landed, was Josiah. Heads banging together at close quarters once again. That's a solid right hand from Shumkov. Spinning off the line was Josiah. And again, charging in with the shoulder is Shumkov. Neither man heeding the instructions of the referee, and again the referee spotting that infringement from the man in blue. Minute to go in the final round. Big swings and misses from Josiah. There's plenty of activity but not much accuracy from either man, but they really are going for this. It's incredible intensity as both of these boxers go in pursuit of a place in the 60-kilogram lightweight final. Remember, none of the public in attendance, and that cut sustained yesterday has opened up once again. The referee happy for the action to continue. Protecting it is Josiah. He tries that check right hand once again. It landed on something, but I don't think it was a scoring shot. Shumkov boring in with his head once more. Who can produce a grandstand finish in the closing stages? It's very untidy, it's very physical. as Josiah looks to employ the check right hand once again. He's presenting a different look. There he did score with the right hand counter, literally running away from his man as Shumkov attempts to close the gap. Good right hand to the body landed by Shumkov. That's been a very untidy third and final round. Josiah and the Italian corner and his fans feel that he has done enough. Shumkov was the aggressor practically throughout the final round, but the accuracy from both boxers was so very low. The check right hand produced by Josiah could well be decisive in tilting the round in his favor. Remember, he led 19 points to 18 for all 5 judges after taking the second round unanimously, and Shumkov was docked a point.
The winner by unanimous decision in the red.
And there it is, confirmation of a unanimous point decision victory for Francesco Josiah, and isn't he a popular winner here on home soil? A terrific fight back by the Italian boxer after conceding the opening round. He dug deep in what was an incredibly intense affair, and again, I don't think these two are going to be exchanging Christmas cards. No love lost between these two boxers, but it is absolute delight for Francesco Josiah. He has prevailed on a unanimous points decision victory and is literally jumping for joy as he leaves the boxing ring. He'll be contesting championship gold against Mustafa Accra of the Netherlands in 2 days' time. It is championship bronze for the tournament number 2 seed, Vsevolod Shumkov of Russia.
Ring A, bout number 234. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Georgia, Nicolas Begaze. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Spain, Drisi. Referee, Lazarev, Ukraine. Judges, Judge 1, Montenegro. Judge 2, Italy. Judge 3, Belarus. Judge 4, Finland.
So we move into the category for the heaviest boxers of all, the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight. And the man in the red corner is the tournament number 1 seed, Nicolas Begaze of Georgia. Ayub Gaddafi Drisi is his opponent, representing Spain over in the red corner. Excuse me, over in the blue corner. So after that impressive plyometric leap, reminiscent of 2001 World Championship silver medalist David Hay from Drisi in the blue corner, this super heavyweight semi-final is underway. The southpaw wearing red is the tournament number 1 seed, and that is Nicolas Begaze of Georgia. His opponent, wearing blue, operating out of the orthodox stance, is the tournament number 5 seed. And that is the man from Spain, Ayub Gaddafi Drisi. Ayub Gaddafi Drisi, excuse me. Right hand to the body is a looping shot landed by the orthodox boxer wearing blue. Good right hand to the body landed once again by Drisi, and he scores with that shot once more, but he's been spoken to about punching incorrectly with the inside of the glove rather than the knuckle part of the glove. This championship 2 years ago in 2019, Bugatti came away with a bronze medal. Well, he sinks to the canvas there, does Drisi, after looking for his right hand. And again, with a southpaw in orthodox box, there's always an increased probability of the heads clashing with the lead leg so close. And you see it once again, both committing to backhands in full-blooded fashion. Double jab was short, but the right hand that followed may have been a scoring shot from Drisi. Drisi comes in as a European EU bronze medalist from the event in 2018. Participated in this equivalent event, the European Under-22s, that same year. So it's been a return to the podium for Bugatti, but he's looking to go at least one better by booking his place in the final. Oh, that's a solid left hand out of the southpaw stance, and then he brought a right uppercut into play. Solid shot to the head, landed by the tournament #1 seed in the closing stages, with Drisi finding himself on the ropes. Heavy hitting action in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight semi-final. And Bugatti taking it on a 4-1 split. Only the first judge preferring the work of Drisi after 3 minutes of boxing.
Seconds up.
So into the second round then, third bout of the tournament for Drisi, who prevailed on a split decision victory over the tournament #4 seed Vincenzo Fiaschetti of Italy. He demonstrated a terrific jab to Drisi over the course of that contest, as the two men fencing with the lead hands. Pawing left hand is short by some distance from Drisi. The looping right hand did graze the abdomen of the man in red. So Bugatti just looking to hold center ring here. Got his left hand cocked and ready to uncoil. As the saber rattling with the lead hand continues here. That's rather ungainly looking from Drisi. Turning the tables and putting his man in the corner is Bugatti as he goes in search of his southpaw left, but he lets his man out of the corner. Drisi inching forward to get himself out of that confined position. So approaching the midpoint of this second round, Drisi looking for that counter right hand. The right hand, of course, such an effective shot against the southpaw, but he's not really found the range or timing with it. As Bugatti looks for his southpaw left, and Bugatti is just taking a shorter route, not even around the boxing ring, but holding ring center and making Drisi do all the work. And it's Drisi who maybe is just feeling the effects of this contest a little more heavily with a minute to go in the second round. Remember, the biggest boxers of all in the super heavyweight division. It's a lot of muscle that these men are carrying around. Plenty of patience in evidence, plenty of posturing. As Bugatti comes forward, it was a rather slow forward foray, but he did manage to score to the body. Oh, a bit of a gentleman's agreement there because the legs got tangled between the two of them. And while Bugatti became disorganized, Drisi allowed him to become reorganized, rather than looking to jump on him and maybe help himself to a free shot. But again, I may be wrong, but it just appears to be Drisi who's a little bit worse for wear here physically. Walks onto a right jab there as he was looking for his own left-right combination. And in his semi-final yesterday, remember it was the 5th day of the tournament and only the opening bout of the tournament. Oh, that's a terrific southpaw left in the closing stages once again. And that is going to be enough to tilt the round in Bugatti's favor, at least rubber stamp it, because I think he was the better boxer over that 3-minute stanza anyway. So Drisi, well, he's, for my money, will wait for the confirmation, of course, but I think he's going to have to get his man out of there, because I think he's conceded 2 rounds. The first round he lost on a 4-1 split, only Judge 1 preferring his work. This one could well be unanimous in favor of the man in red.
Seconds out.
Well, it's a 4-1 split once again. Excuse me, it's a unanimous verdict this time, so it is a unanimous clean sweep of the cards for Bugatti. So it's all square for Judge 1 at 19 points apiece. But with 6 minutes elapsed, it is a 20 points to 18 advantage for Bugatti, the tournament #1 seed. And credit to him, he's probably been told that he's trailing in this contest. Drisi came out and tried to get on the front foot, backing up the man in red. What a counter left hand landed by Bugatti. It sent Drisi tottering backwards across the ring, and the referee did not hesitate to intervene and issue a standing 8 count. Will Bugatti look to take advantage against an opponent who appears to be slightly more fatigued than he is at this stage, and that solid left cross is not going to help Drisi's cause in any way, shape or form. Drisi looking to get on the front foot once again. But Bugatti now, he'll be looking to manage this final round, avoid picking up any injuries, any cuts, and indeed avoid walking onto a knockout blow from Drisi, because that's what Drisi's going in search of. Drisi taking it to his man once again, and there's a hard trade-off near the ring as the boxers became entangled. The intensity increasing, and the binding needs some attention on the right glove of the southpaw Bugatti. Well, the corner is without tape to rebind the glove, and the referee is saying, well, there's got to be some close somewhere, and it should be red. Now Drisi is saying, well, listen, never mind the tape, I want to get back into this and take it to my opponent. Well, Drisi, his request has been granted, because he was saying, never mind that, I'm going to take this guy out. And he goes in search of the right hand, but then there's a left hook off the ropes from Bugatti. Drisi comes forward once again, looking for the right uppercut. Bugatti blankets his man. Drisi pushes him off. Bit of a maul fest over the preceding 10 seconds or so. Drisi winding up that right hand and letting it fly. Bugatti ties him up, prevents him from working away. Seconds continuing to tick. The clock is the friend of Bugatti. But of course, in this division more than any other in the sport of Olympic boxing, 1 shot, 1 second is all it takes 2008 Olympic bronze medalist and former heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, is fond of using that expression. He needs to be perfect for just 1 second. And Drisi looking to embody that mantra here now, really going in pursuit of his man, and Bugatti not really interested in boxing, just looking to prevent his man from working. Headlocks of a wide variety being applied by Bugatti. Bugatti won't want to have a point docked for infringement of the rules. Good lateral movement from Bugatti to make his man miss. And Drisi practically telegraphing that right hand. But again, clever boxing from Bugatti to turn the tables, tie his man up, and a few more seconds have gone off the clock. There's the 10-second clapper. Drisi is not going to find the finishing shot that he so desperately went in search of. And it's been a very clever display ultimately by the tournament #1 seed. Nicolas Bugatti managing that third and final round very effectively indeed. He swept the second round unanimously. He took the first round on a 4-1 split. And the caution that Drisi showed, particularly in round #1, well, it hasn't served his cause. Didn't want to get reckless, of course, too early on. I understand that, but that slow start has cost him. And he won't be going through to the gold medal bout.
The winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, representing Georgia, Nicolas Bugatti.
And there is confirmation of a unanimous points decision win. Drisi edging the third and final round. I thought that he won it clearly because the man in red wasn't really interested in boxing. But the slow start of Drisi allowed Bugatti to build up a considerable lead on the cards. And so it will be Bugatti, the tournament #1 seed, who is going through to contest championship gold here in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. It is a bronze medal for Ayoub Gaddafi Drisi, the tournament #5 seed, eliminated at the semi-final stage. But a very good tournament for the Spanish boxer, winning 2 contests out of 3.
Ring A. Bout number 235. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Ukraine, Lovechinsky. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Hungary, Radev. Referee, Latif, Kosovo. Judges, Judge 1, Croatia. Judge 2, England. Judge 3, Spain.
So our
Judge
final
4,
bout
Sweden.
of this
Judge 5,
23rd session of
Germany.
boxing. The final bout here in Ring A at this open-air
In the red
venue
corner from Ukraine,
on the
Dmytro
coast of the Adriatic
Lovechinsky.
is in the super heavyweight division,
In the
and
blue
it features
corner,
boxers from
Hungary,
Ukraine and Hungary.
Halenikev.
Now, Dmytro Lovechinsky is the compact figure wearing red. His opponent is the tournament #2 seed Levente Kiss of Hungary. 2 boxers of similar stature facing off.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. Semi-final action in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. These 2 boxers almost identically built. The man wearing red is Dmytro Lovechinsky from Ukraine. Actually progressed through to this semi-final stage on a disqualification because his opponent in yesterday's semi-final, the man from Hungary, Turpal Ali Huteyev, hugged him like a koala bear during the course of the contest and was eventually, after having 2 points docked for holding, was thrown out DSQ in round 3. Levente Kiss won a very hard-fought affair indeed on a 3-2 split decision over Ramazan Konukeyev of Russia. Very close, that one. But the tournament number 2 seed, who took World Youth Bronze in Kielce earlier this year. Here he is at the semi-final stage, the 20-year-old from Hungary. Both of these men terrific body punchers, particularly Lovechinsky. Kiss looking for a right hand over the top. He takes a left hand to the body. A terrific cluster of punches underneath and around the corner. Good left jab landed by Lovechinsky. Kiss not as accurate with his attempted response. Beautiful left hand to the body once again from Lovechinsky, but then the right hand to the body in response from Kiss. Both boxers looking to get their jabs working. Left hook, right uppercut wasn't too far away from Lovechinsky. He's continuing to edge forwards and back his man up. Kiss looking to box off the back foot. Takes more right hands to the body beneath his left elbow. Kiss came back with a right hand to the body of his own. Solid right hand dug in from Kiss. Lovechinsky. Oh, that's a beautifully picked right hand, and then a left hand upstairs from Kiss. The right hand to the body that preceded it was a wonderful shot. Left jab success from Kiss. Right hand over the top from the man in blue as Lovechinsky goes in search of success to both head and body once again. So right hand is blocked by the gloves of Kiss. Beautiful right hand to the body from Lovechinsky on that occasion, then scoring with a flashing left jab, which brings a nod of acknowledgement from the man in blue. He's looking for a right hand over the top of Lovechinsky, continues to target the body wonderfully. Compact, crisp punches downstairs. Kiss responds with a double right hand, body then head with that double hook. Physical on the inside to conclude the first round. Terrific first round between these two skillful compact boxers. While the work to the body from Dmytro Lovechinsky of Ukraine in red was eye-catching indeed. But make no mistake, Levente Kiss demonstrated his prowess in that regard, doubling up the right hand on one occasion. But Lovechinsky started right from the opening bell, targeting the body of the man in blue. And he has swept it across the board, which is how I saw it as well. So Kiss conceding the conceding the opening round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision in the red corner,
Seconds out.
representing Georgia, Jordania Action.
So into the second round we go. Both boxers being sent to a neutral corner, so keen were they to get on with it. So the second round finally gets underway. Exchange of jabs between these two boxers. Lovechinsky drops down and spears a left hand to the body. Kiss looking to turn that right hand around the corner. But Lovechinsky again with terrific work downstairs. There's that jab to looking to slow down the man in blue. Fired it into the solar plexus of his opponent. There's a good right hand to the body by Kiss. Good right hand dug into the body by the man in red. Left jab to the body once more. And even though these are super heavyweights, Lovechinsky's using that lead left hand very effectively indeed. Mainly to the body as Kiss goes in search of a right cross over the top. But it's a point scoring blow as Kiss has a good burst of success to the body, and then a beautiful right hand followed by a left jab upstairs from Kiss. Response came in the form of a right hand to the body from Lovechinsky, who just is continually applying pressure by creeping forwards. Not big strides by any means, and that's a terrifically picked left hand to the body. There he did quicken the feet and took a big stride in, bent over at the waist and sunk that left hand into the right flank of the man in blue. But invariably, it's movement such as this, almost shuffling across the canvas, but continually closing the distance and keeping Kiss under pressure. Kiss looks to hold his ground and jab his way out of his own corner. So Lovechinsky spoken to. There's a good flashing right hand. And another one from Kiss. And that's a beautiful right hand to the body from the man in blue. And a right hand over the top. Lovechinsky responds by increasing his punch output to the body of his opponent. Hooks now being winged in by both boxers. Closing seconds of the second round. Good right hand to the body once again before an exchange of jabs to end round number 2. Another very good round of boxing. Kiss with more success in that second round. But I just think the subtle pressure that was applied for the majority of the round is enough for Lovechinsky to have taken it. But of course, that's just my perspective. How do the judges see it? And there's confirmation for the second consecutive round. Lovechinsky sweeping it across the board. Just always keeping the pressure on his opponent with those subtle steps forward. So as we go into the third and final round, the man invariably in red, starting with that left jab to the body. He's used that shot very cleverly indeed. Good left jab upstairs from Kiss. Now there's a right hand. Causes Lovechinsky to touch down, but the referee ruling it a slip as the legs appear to tangle up. We've seen many instances such as that ruled as a knockdown. Of course, a knockdown in Olympic-style boxing isn't as decisive or impactful on the scorecards as it is in the professional ranks. The only knockdown suffered in the career of the late, great, marvelous Marvin Hagler came in a similar set of circumstances. Juan Domingo Roldan of Argentina stood on his foot, landed a shot, and the referee told the count. And the late, great, marvelous one wasn't happy at that sequence of events. But not ruled a knockdown here. Approaching the midpoint of the third and final round, and Kiss really, he's got to take his man out or enjoy a dominant third and final round. Half of the round is gone, and he hasn't produced the domination that he needs to get the 10-8 round on the cards to tie things up. But there's still a long time to go, of course, and in super heavyweight boxing, things can turn in an instant. As Kiss went looking for a big backhand but couldn't find the range. Lands a left jab. Lovechinsky back into the breach again and just slams home a right hand into the torso of his opponent. Continually thudding home shots downstairs, and there's a jolting left jab that he snaps home to the head of Kiss. So overall, Kiss has been outworked over the course of the contest. Good defense with the gloves from Lovechinsky. Solid right hand landed by Kiss, and that brought about a reaction momentarily from Lovechinsky. Just caused his knees to dip a little bit. But now Lovechinsky, as he takes a left hand to the body, right hand to the head. Kiss looking to bomb away now in search of the finishing salvo that he needs. So Kiss coming forward in the closing stages, but he's not going to find a finishing shot because Lovechinsky has remained switched on and hasn't presented that opportunity. That's a very good display indeed by Dmytro Lovechinsky, and he will be going through to face off against the tournament #1 seed in the gold medal bout in 2 days' time. A very clever display, and once again, just as it has been all tournament long, body punching a hallmark of his work. Levente Kiss always in the contest, I don't think was close to winning the contest. Here's the verdict.
The winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, representing
And there is confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory for Dmytro Lovechinsky of Ukraine. He eliminates another seed for the second day in succession. Yesterday, he prevailed over the tournament #3 seed, Turpal Ali Hoteyev of Germany. And today, here at the semi-final stage, he's eliminated the tournament #2 seed, Levente Kiss. The man who took World Championship bronze at the youth event in Kielce in Poland earlier this year at super heavyweight comes away with a bronze medal here at the #22 European Championships on the continental stage. But for Dmytro Lovechinsky, he goes through to battle for championship gold, where the tournament #1 seed awaits. That bout scheduled for 2 days' time. So that 10th and final bout of session #23 wraps things up. 235 bouts down now. You can probably hear from this open air venue that action is still continuing over in Ring B. My colleague Andy Clark is on duty over on that ring. Remember, we've had a walkover here in Ring A, so there's probably one more bout you can enjoy if you make that switch. But from me, Ronald McIntosh, on behalf of the entire team here in Roseto, he just remains to say thank you for staying with us for this 23rd session of semi-final boxing in the men's tournament. And we will see you in 2 days' time. We will no longer be at this outdoor venue. We are moving up the coast to a more permanent venue where AIBA and EUBC boxing has been held in the past. So we'll be beneath a concrete roof after being in the open air for the first 6 days of competition here at Roseto. So once again, on behalf of the entire team from Roseto, from me, Ronald McIntosh, thank you for staying with us, and it's bye for now. See you again very soon.